Hello, good evening. This is Princess Suruidana coming to you live on Northern Unity page to talk to my families and friends throughout the Northern Kingdoms about our heritage, which is the 1900 mosques that were built during the Trans-Sahara trade route. And then they are throughout the north, from, you name it, from Burkina Faso all the way down to like the northern Ghana. All those mosques are our heritage, our legacy from our forefathers, and our validation to show people how the northern Ghana, how old the cities and towns on those areas, how old they are. Even with this validation, some people even claim that some of us are not Ghanaians. And that's why it's important for us to restore those old mosques. Some of these mosques are about 200 to 300 years old. And we are all aware that in our African tradition, our history is passed through oral. But for some reason, our forefathers were able to leave these legacies throughout the kingdom of the northern kingdoms. It doesn't matter whether you are a Muslim, Christian, Hindu, Jewish, traditional believer, whatever you are. As we are all aware, the northern kingdoms were settled with non-Muslims and Muslims, and they lived together without any issues, peacefully. And I'm one of the people that can testify to this. My forefather was never a Muslim. My grandfather was not a Muslim. But they settled non-Muslims and Muslims, and they all live together and make things to work in their kingdoms. And today, why can't we see eye to each other? Why can't we do the same thing? To stand to unite together as one people, regardless our differences when it comes to our religions, and put our heads together to make sure some of these World Heritage sites, the old mosques, which is our history, our legacy, our validation, to make sure we put our differences aside and come together as one to fix distance, to continue our legacy, to leave something for one day our also great-great-grandchildren, future grandchildren, generations to come will also see this validation that anyone that has a doubt about the northern kingdoms, where we descended out, which is the Egyptians, Nubians, and Mali during the 1100s all the way to the 1400s. You can trace the northern kingdoms to link to all these areas. And this mosques, some of them are like years upon years old. And this is one of the pictures I want to show today. I'm begging to all the Wala Kingdom people. This is one of the mosques here. Anyone that can see this mosque, it's in Dondoli. This, I believe this mosque was built in the 1900. This mosque is about 200 and something years old. Today, we seem to forget our heritage, our history, our legacy from our forefathers are erasing, and nobody seems to care. Simply because we sit in the north and fight each other about religions and things that don't make any sense, and refuse to do things that will validate our people, and refuse to do things that will move us forward, things that will unite it. We seem to be forgetting about all those things. This is the mosque that I'm talking about in Dondoli. This mosque was built in an architecture from Nubia into Mali, and their building style. If you go to Mali today, the old mosque is still in Mali. And every year, every Malian, anywhere you are, go to mosques, go to Mali to make sure they restore the mosque to keep it going on. But in various, any other side or other part of the world, especially in the northern Ghana, some of us seem to neglect this duty. It's our legacy, especially when it comes to the Wala ones. I call upon all Walas, all Upper West people. This has nothing to do with Islam. It's our legacy, our history, our validation to show how long we've been in those locations, hundreds of years. Some of these areas in Ghana, we've been in existence in Ghana for more than 500 years. And these are the validation why we shouldn't let these mosques to fall apart. Every northerner has a duty to look into your area to find some of these mosques. Let's pledge an oath, allegiance, to restore these mosques every year. Every northerner has a duty to go to your community, those that have these mosques, centuries old mosques. Let's restore these things. They are UNESCO, they should be with UNESCO World Site, World Heritage, Ghanaian Heritage, not only the Northern Heritage, but they've been neglecting some of this. And the Wala people, I call upon Wala people to stand up and restore this mosque. It's our legacy and our validation. This mosque is in Dondoli in Wa. Over 200 and something years, at least 200 and something years old mosque that is still standing. So please, let's not wait till it's too late. Let's restore this mosque. I come today because of this mosque. And to people that say, what is a big deal about this mosque? It is a big deal. As the northern kingdoms, when I make my videos and talk about where we came from, and some people believe that we are not even Ghanaians. We've been in existence in some of these locations over 500 years. And the mosques, the old mosques, are the validation to show how long our settlements are in Ghana. And these mosques, old mosques, are part of our legacy from our forefathers. It's part of our history, our validation. And then it's our duty to keep this legacy going on. We don't have much history that is written down. We don't have anything like this mosques in Africa these days. So it becomes a point that today, every African, if you go to throughout the world, anything like some of these mosques, they restore them and they become tourist attraction. People come to tour to see these things. It's only we Africans that don't value some of these things. We were blessed enough to have our forefathers to leave this legacy, this history. At least it's not oral anymore. You can feel it. It's in the flesh. You can touch it. And yet we're sitting down watching it to be destroyed within, couple of centuries in our watch. And, when we come to talk about things, people always say how the ancient people were primitive. Don't forget, tomorrow we will be called primitive too. Because if we are not primitive, we cannot sit and watch the generations that believe we are more advanced than those that come before us are watching for history, legacy, our validation and everything to be destroying in our lifetime while we watch. And if we say learned, we'll say we're the one that are learned people. Academics, we'll say our generation is more academical than every generation. And yet, we're sitting down with all this knowledge and learning that we claim to have and watch history destroy, and nobody's coming out to say, let's fix this. If the government of Ghana is not coming to our rescue to restore some of these things, but we, the people who are from those regions, owe everything, a duty and obligation to this mosque to restore some of these properties. It's our history, our legacy, everything. So it's everybody's duty in the north, especially in the whole Wala kingdom, the whole Upper West, whether you are a Christian, Muslim, Jewish, Hindu, non-believer, traditional believer. This is our legacy. It doesn't matter whether you are a Muslim. This is history. If you go to the Mali one, it's not only Muslims that restore it. It's all Malians. And it's not only Muslims that go there. It becomes World Heritage Site. And every Malian is proud to see that old mosque in existence. And people travel all over the world to come and see. And if we are to say history, we need to restore this mosque. and keep them up and make sure every year we have something looking forward to for all the people from Upper West to contribute to restore this building. They have one in what is the place? Nakore. They have them throughout the northern kingdoms. Some are restored, some are not. This is one of them that Ghana government need to try to restore. And if they are not coming yet to restore, it's the Upper Western people duty, Upper West people duty to restore this to the capability that we can do it at this point till the government come to our rescue. It's all of us duty. It doesn't matter whether you are a Muslim or a Christian. When it comes to history, it doesn't matter what religion you belong to. We sit and fight about our brotherhood fight and then pull this fight into religion, whereby the religion has nothing to do with our brothers' fight. And in doing so, we sit to destroy ourselves. Things that validate us, things that make sense, things that will move it forward, things that will tell our generations to come, the future generation, about what our forefathers did, where we came from. We try to turn the eye to the other side and let some of these things destroy. In our lifetime, we need to wake up. We need to wake up. While we came a long way, the kingdom of Wa, the Upper West, has been in that location even longer than some part of Ghana. And yet, some people even claim that some of us are not Ghanaians. And what do we do to validate ourselves? Is some of this history stuff to show how old we've been in this location. You can trace my forefathers into the 1100, 1200, 1300, 1400 Mali. In Mansa Musa side, era. And today, we have proof that every Ghanaians, we migrated out of the north. From Sudan, from Egypt, Mali, into where we are, the modern day Ghana. And anyone that doubt that will not have to doubt anywhere anymore. We have the mosques to prove to people. We have a Quran in the Wa mosque over 300 and something years old in there. These are our validations. And these are some things that will prove to every Ghanaian how old the northern part of Ghana is been in that area before some part of Ghana. Nobody's more Ghanaian than us. And these are the reasons why we should validate these things. These are the reasons why we should keep the upkeep of some of these mosques are important. It's our survival. And even if it is not so, it's part of the world history that need to be restored. It's part of world history. It's part of the black history because we don't have much things written down. Majority of our things were oral. Even though we created the books first, you go to Timbuktu, we have the Arabic scholars that came into every part of the world to write things down. But yet, Africans always claim we didn't write much down. Today, the little we have is still standing. Let's do everything to keep it going. Let's not wait till this mosques fall apart because we have no blueprint or we have no any copies to be able to build it how they build it. Let's restore this mosque. So I come today because of this mosque. I don't want to take much time of you guys. And this have nothing to do with politics. We are all Ghanaians. And anything we're for saving history-wise is for all Ghanaians. And it's not even longer for only Ghanaians. It's for the whole black line and it's for the whole world. And we should not forget, every world person, any human being in this world came from Africa. Every human being. Because the Africans were the one that migrate out of Africa to populate the world during the Ice Age. So what we have in Africa become the whole world history. And if we can restore them, people will travel far to come to Wa to see those things. Just like how people come to see the Nokoro one, the Larabanga, the Bonya, and all those things. So it's work for all we Northerners to come together to make sure that if we don't have anything going on for us during this Damba festival, we need to find a way to incorporate this mosque restoration every year. Every couple of years, we call everybody that come to Dumba Festival. We have to go to the mosque and do some painting or to restore certain things. That's what they do in Mali to keep that Mali mosque going. And we owe our forefathers these legions. We owe them everything. If we don't owe them anything, these mosques in throughout Northern Kingdom of Ghana, we owe them to restore them every year. That's all that we got at this point when it comes to history for the Black Africans. Let's keep this thing up. Let's fix it. It become world heritage. It's no longer only ours. So if Ghana government is not taking it yet, let's restore it to Ghana government to come and take it. So I come today because of this. Thank you. Anyone that believes in what I'm doing, if you believe this cause is for all of us, help me out. Share this video. Help me. Let's fight. Put our heads together. Let's come together as one from the north and put this religion fight, chieftaincy fight, and all these things aside and unite as one. Let's not forget, if our forefathers did it before, why can't we do it today? Let's put hatred aside. Let's put jealousy aside and try to find a common goal whereby we can move our area forward. We cannot do anything in this world if we are not united. Divided, we are weak. United, we are stronger. I come today to beg and plead with every northern son and daughter, as well to the Upper West, to the Mosque in Dondoli. We owe our forefathers a big favor to fix that mosque. To everybody that believe you descend out of the old people, throughout Upper West, throughout the North, let's come together and fix the Dondoli Mosque. It's all that we got when it comes to history. So I come today because of this. Anyone that like what I'm doing, help me share the videos. Anyone that like what I'm doing, join my page. It's for a good cause. Thank you, and may the Lord bless all of us and protect us all from this coronavirus. Stay safe. Wash your hands often. Cover your face and with masks. It's not a joke. This disease is not a joke. Please, my brothers and sisters, take care of yourself. They say prevention is better than cure. And the new mutations are not a joke. This disease has been holding the world hostage for some time. Whatever we have to do our part to keep it going on and not to fall victim till the scientists get it under control. We never seen anything like this for centuries. So it's our century, it's our generation. We never experienced anything like this. But if we come together as one to do what the leaders are calling, wash your hands, cover your face, and do everything, by the grace of God, inshallah, God will come to our rescue to protect us too. So I come today because of this. Thank you.